Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the training every single day. What did I do today? I started off with some balance and then moved into some preparatory work which was later in the day, some agility movement in the feet, footwork, agility movement that I'll get into greater detail once I get into it. So I did a little bit of balancing today, not on my hands, but on my feet. That was the first thing. This here is the preparing the body, getting some force through one leg, using the hips in a ballistic motion, more of a speedy, elastic, explosive kind of motion just to build that sort of, not too rigid, not soft, but to build up the elasticity in the body. I want the muscles to be able to move my bones around, which is kind of an odd way of saying just to be able to move in a kind of plastic, not very rigid. If you think of like a clay analogy, if you get very weak, very stiff, you're like a fired clay that's brittle and hard, but if you reverse it, before that, you get into a leather hard where it dries out. But if you get very wet, moldable clay, that's more like a rubber band. I'm trying to train my body to have the capabilities of a spring or rubber band. So that's where all these motions come into play, except the balancing work is just an extension of balance. This was a different kind of stretching, experimental. So I'll be working to improve it and let you know how it goes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I like to say thank you guys for watching. This is not possible without viewers like you. All the support you guys give me, I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Now this is probably the highlight of the day, this movement right here. If you want to level up your hamstrings, try out this movement. You go from a squat and then you just straighten out the legs while staying low, and you keep a lot of tension on the hamstrings. And this was the first time me discovering this movement, so I will improve it, but just first impressions, it's really great. I recommend you guys try it, and maybe you guys will have some better variations or better tempo that I should be doing it at. Those were all kind of active ballistic stretches. And then I get into some of the more static stretching work. Off camera, I just did a little bit of walking. I played with some, clay, where those analogies came from. I played with it with a slight intention to exercise the finger muscles that pinch in between the fingers, kind of a chopstick motion with your fingertips. But it's just some normal stretching, nothing too cerebral about it. And then I get into some footwork at night. This was a slight priming, and then I get into sort of a martial arts focus where I'm trying to advance and retreat, step forward, step backwards while striking. I'm not a particularly good striker. Maybe some of you guys who practice more martial arts will have some better advice for me. I've done some mainly grappling in the past, but striking, I was just in my experience wasn't very long. I was decent at martial arts, better than my peers who were admittedly not the best, not at all trained. But that was my martial arts experience. And I'm getting into some Muay Thai inspired striking. And then I find it kind of hard to mimic a grappling without a partner. So that's why I just focus on striking for the movement and to flex a little bit. I finish off today with a bridge. My bridge is feeling really good. No shoulder aggravation. I think I've really am starting to understand the bridge. I still have so much more to learn about the position and so much more of my body to develop, but you'll have to see that in the next video.